Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah Holly and I am engaged. Today we are going to be trialing my bridal makeup. I've decided that instead of paying for professional makeup to be done on my wedding day, I'm going to take that budget and invest it in buying fun makeup products, skincare products, so that I can use it on the day but can also use it for a long time after that. So I'm a little nervous. I do my makeup every day and I enjoy makeup. I think it's quite fun. I would not call myself a makeup artist or like a makeup guru by any means. And so I've decided I'm just gonna continue practicing and try some things. I'm not set yet on what products I want to use on my day. In fact, a lot of the products I'm going to use today, I've never tried before. So today is a bit of a haul and also obviously a bridal trial for my makeup. So it'll be fun to kind of get to experiment a little bit. If you haven't heard, Ulta just did their 21 Days of Beauty, and that means that every day there's a few products that they've identified as 50% off for just that day. So what that means is I've been tracking all the days and then ordering kind of pieces on the different days that I'm interested in, which leads to lots of bags of like 1 or 2 items, but it's hard to argue with 50% off. So I'm excited to try these. I've intentionally been holding off trying them until I could do that with you. So I am antsy to put them on my face. So let's do that. Before we get into the actual makeup, it could be kind of fun to start with the haul. So here are a few things that I've picked up along the way. The first one is the Coperie Sun Shield Body Glow Gel. It's a sunscreen that has shimmer to it, and so it's supposed to be really beautiful on your skin. It's a full body sunscreen, and it's SPF 50, which I thought would be perfect for the day because we are praying for 75 and partly sunny weather on our wedding day, but also for the honeymoon because we'll hopefully have really nice weather when we're in France. Oh yeah, look how beautiful that is. That's so pretty. So I'm gonna sample a little bit of that on my skin. The other thing I got is this Lash Food. It's an eyelash serum. I'm not gonna be able to sample that today, but I have been using it and I've only used it for a couple days. And so I won't be able to give you really a review of if I would recommend it to anybody else or not. The reviews online are pretty good. I will probably wear fake lashes on my actual day because I don't think my natural lashes, even with a serum, will be full enough. But for all the other days and for my honeymoon, it would be so nice to have just really pretty long lashes without any mascara. So I will be trying that. All right, moving into makeup products. I got the Benefit Pom Pom Blush. Now, Benefit blushes have been raved about on pretty much every platform, and I've never actually had one. So I felt like since it was 50% off, it might be time to, and this is what it looks like. So it's their Pom Pom, it's a pomegranate rose blush, and I just feel as though this color will be really soft and romantic while still adding color to my cheeks. So I'm looking forward to that one. And then I also got a concealer. So I got the Fenty Beauty concealer in 040, and it's a medium to full coverage, and I'm told it's creaseless, which would be ideal for photos. So I'm on the lookout for a really good concealer. I've tried a lot. I'm currently trying the Kosas Beauty concealer, but I haven't loved it as much as it was raved about. So we'll see. Okay, one more that I got in the 21 Days of Beauty is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Spray. This is a finishing spray and you just spray it all over your face at the end, and it's supposed to kind of melt your makeup together while really kind of locking it in, almost like hairspray for your makeup, sort of. So that would be ideal, again, for photos. One more thing that I'm just gonna sneak in here is I did, not with the 21 Days of Beauty sale, but recently I bought this Tula Skincare Primer. And it's a filter primer. It's supposed to be blurring and moisturizing. And again, for photos, any blurring of my pores is blurring I will accept. So I will be using that today too. Okay, it is time to get in here. I'm going to zoom you, which is going to be a little bit scary, but we're gonna make that work. Here is my face without any makeup. I have a little bit of mascara residue on, but for the most part, I am makeup free. I have a couple friends that will be great practice to see how the concealer holds up on my spots, but overall, relatively even skin tone, so I feel good about that so far. All right, I'm going to moisturize. I use the La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer. This is my base. And now for the Tula Primer. Just 2 little pumps. I am most concerned when it comes to a primer on my eye makeup and not allowing it to crease, as well as around my nose, obviously, because that's where my biggest pores will be. So those will be the spots I pay the most attention to. For my foundation, I use the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear. It's a medium to full coverage, and actually I only put foundation on the bottom half of my face because, as you can see, that's really where the most discoloration is. I like my freckles, I like kind of the natural rosiness of my cheeks, so I really don't do a ton there. So I am just, you're not supposed to do this, but I'm just going to give myself some stripes and blur that in with my primer. I am noticing just a little bit of streakiness. I don't know if it's coming off in the camera, but just a little bit of streakiness with my foundation into my primer, which I'm not loving. We'll see, maybe next time I use the primer, I'll let it sit for a little bit to soak in. Next on the list is my bronzer. So I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in Cappuccino. It has been my go-to bronzer for a few years now at least, and I just love it. It has such a pretty brown with kind of a hint of red in it, and I feel like it really looks naturally sun-kissed. It's not contour, and so I use it to contour, but it's not kind of that dusty contour color. I haven't decided if I want something like that. I think I'll feel most natural without one, but I'm willing to try it. So if any of you swear by one, let me know. I apply my bronzer right at kind of at the midline of my cheekbone, about halfway, and then up in kind of the corners of my forehead. I have a widow's peak, so I don't really feel like I need a ton of bronzer across the middle, but I kind of swirl them in my temples and then obviously blended down my cheekbone. And then don't forget to bronze your neck. I have been experimenting with contouring my nose just a little bit, and I am not an expert at it yet, so that is something that I'm going to have to get better at. Okay, I feel good about that so far. The lighting is making it look kind of wild, but I feel like it looks better on my mirror than it does in my viewfinder. But anyway, I just realized I forgot to put my concealer on. I don't know why I did that. Okay, well, good thing we haven't gotten too far. All right, here is the Fenty concealer. And again, in the shade 140. I'm kind of nervous about this one. That was more than I planned on. Hopefully it blends out. Oh, it did. Nice. Wow. Okay, wait. Okay, for the most part, I'm really pleased with that. I'm gonna go in for a buildable layer right under my eyes because I am exhausted, and you can tell. That looks good. That looks really good. It feels quite illuminating, and I'm not seeing any creases. Just a couple places for a little bit of extra highlight. Okay, that could be a winner. That feels really good. I'm gonna set my concealer now with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in Vanilla. Just to really make sure I'm not getting any of those under eye creases. And to set the stage for my eyeshadow. Just in the T-zone. I want to look as dewy as possible with all of this without looking shiny. I'm really into this concealer. Pretty. Okay. Blush time. Look how pretty that is. I have no idea how strong this is. That's not the makeup word for it, but pigmented. That's what I was looking for. I like pulling my blush pretty far up into my temple. It also smells really good. Wow, I did not expect that. And then of course, on the bottom bridge of your nose for a little sun kiss. I also put a little bit of blush right down the middle. Okay, one last step to my skin base before we move on to eyes is highlighter. I want to be a glistening bride, and so I will probably apply quite a bit. Oh, this is the Tarte Stunner highlighter, and you can tell I use it a lot. I find it really, really pretty. I always bring it up to my C and then right kind of at the point of my eyebrow to lift my face. Yay, okay. So here is the skin base so far. Okay, eyeshadow is next, and frankly, I don't really know what to do with my eyeshadow. I don't have a palette I absolutely love, although I have used this Tarte Chocolate Bar eye palette for a while. It's pretty trusty. It has quite neutral shades. You can see that there's some that I favor more than others, although this was a mistake. I dropped it and caught it with my finger, so really plunged in there. But I typically use kind of these shades and then this one up here. So I'm thinking I might, for today, try kind of a brown look. And then at some point I want to try more of kind of a rosy, kind of more pinky look, but today we'll do browns. So I'm going to start with using milk chocolate all over the base of my lid, just to get a good foundation of dimension. I'm not going all the way into the corner of my eye, but I'm getting pretty close. I'm trying to decide if I want to go matte or not. I don't typically do matte looks, but I do feel like it just might look a bit more elegant for this specific scenario. So let's try it. We're gonna go with semi-sweet now and build more into the outer corners of my eye. And then again into the outer crease. One layer darker, I'm gonna take this Triple Fudge, which is right in this top corner, pretty lightly in that dark, and I'm gonna do right in the inner corner. I'm gonna get really close to you on this one. Now I'm gonna do it right along the bottom as well. I think this is as dark as we're gonna go. Nice. Last but not least is now to do some highlight. I have this Sephora Pocket Palette, looks like this, but I really just got it for these two shades. So I'm gonna use that right on the inside corner of my eye and then along my brow bone. Just a few last steps. I'm going to, this video is not sponsored by Anastasia Beverly Hills, but it kind of feels like it. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel, tinted brow gel. I am planning on dyeing my brows on Thursday when I go for my first hair trial, but I've been using this product for years, so I might still end up using it in addition to dyeing my brows. We'll see. When it comes to mascara, I'm currently using the Urban Decay mascara Perversion in Blackest Black. I don't love it. I find that it kind of falls, it bleeds into my eye waterline, and it is hard to get off, and I don't love it. I won't be wearing this on my wedding. I'm gonna look for something else, but for now, this is what I have. Here's the before and after. And there we have it with eyes. Now we move on to lips. I recently bought a lip contour pencil because I saw this somewhere and thought it would be interesting to try. It essentially is just kind of a brown, a nudie contour brown. And so I'm gonna put this on kind of the outer lining. And then lately I've actually been using lip liner as lipstick, and I really love this color. So I'm gonna pair both of these together. This liner is the NYX Professional Lip Pencil in Nude Truffle. And then the actual pink that I'm going to be using is Beauty For Real in Define Neutral. Line number 1 looks kind of crazy. Liner number 2. And lips are done. I'm considering putting a gloss on over this for the actual day and for pictures, but if it ends up being windy or I just don't want to fuss with it, I usually just put chapstick over my liner when I do this. Just to blend it in, give it a little bit of a shimmer. Okay, the final step, and one of the products I've been most interested in trying. It says you can use it before makeup. That's so interesting. Okay, I'm honestly a little bit nervous. Oh, okay. Here we go, ready? It smells nice. I don't know that I put enough on, but... Okay friends, this is the final look. I am actually really pleased with it. I think it looks really beautiful. I think it looks natural but still formal. And I really like how both my eyes and my lips are accentuated because they're my favorite features. All right, everyone, thanks for joining me today. I think that's going to be it. I am so pleased with how my purchases from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale went. The blush is a beautiful color on me. I'm really pleased with its pigmentation and just kind of its blendability. The concealer is beautiful. I'm really pleased with that. So far, no creasing at all. I just think it looks gorgeous. And the Fix It spray, I will just have to wait and see how this stays for the rest of today. If you have any products that you love when you know you're gonna have a full day of makeup, please let me know. Overall, I'm really loving this look. I actually really like the brown with the pink. I wasn't so sure about it before, but I like the contrast, so my whole face isn't just pink. So that, I think, ended up being really pretty. It exceeded my expectations, which I'm very grateful for. So if you liked this video, if you like my makeup look, please give this a thumbs up. It genuinely helps creators that are trying to build a platform like I am. And subscribe if you haven't already. There's gonna be lots more wedding content over the next 2 months, and productivity content, and then lots of organization content once I get married. We have a whole house to reorganize once my roommates move out and Jonathan moves in. So lots of fun things to come. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.